All right, so the Incog X. Definitely like this holster. I just want to start off by saying that. Too long didn't read. Worth $100 as far as holsters go. But I did want to point out some things that I've realized after using it for a month that weren't totally obvious when I picked the holster up to begin with. Those main things being, the issues that I'm having with it. Not that they're issues that are deal breakers, but they are kind of creature comfort things that I feel like Safariland could change. Haley Strategic could change super easy and make this a lot more comfortable for a lot more of the population. I've always talked about this, but the concealment claw, you've got to be able to adjust that independent of the claws, because you need to bring that up. If you can't adjust it independently of the claws, if you're going to have a setup like this where you can move the claws up and down, at least make the top of this wing ride at the top of this clip here. This is obviously down just a little bit, but that adjustment right there is a game changer. That just makes sure that your whole entire claw is like pressed against the belt. There may be benefits to this for people that are in better shape than me, but I'm kind of a fatty right now, and it just works best for me with that pushed all the way up. That leads me to my next not concern, but gripe really. These should be able to come up a little bit more. This is full duck, like into my crotch, and it's still not quite low enough. My belly pushes the grip out quite a bit. That's why I've got this big old wedge on there, which I don't love running wedges. If it puts it in perspective, my APX from Tier 1 concealed, I wear no wedge, and it conceals better than this with this fat old wedge. So there's that. I haven't really done a side-by-side of those two to understand why that one works so much better, but it just does. Maybe it's the claw placement again, but who knows. And then the last gripe that I have for this thing, and this is probably the most annoying one, is the retention. This is got the most bonkers retention I've ever felt in a holster. Like, outside the waistband, it's not that bad, but I mean, this screw is so loose I can turn it with my fingertip. The pad of my finger, I can loosen that retention screw. It is as loose as it can go without falling out of the holster. Which I am about to try and upgrade that. Like, I'm going to take this Chicago screw out and see if I have a longer one. That way I can run essentially no retention, but still have that screw in there as a placeholder. But when you have, something with retention that's this, positive, once you put a belt through this, it makes it very hard to draw. The draw stroke is violent and aggressive. You've got to really rip this shit out of your pants to keep from yanking your pants up. Like, if you're wearing, like, I'll wear my Hunter Constantine carry belt underneath, like gym shorts, and just kind of stack the waistband of the belt and the gym shorts in this. And even though that belt is pretty firm, it does have that elastic back, dude, you will get hung up and not pull this out, or just pull your waistline all the way up. And then again, like I said, that may be different for people that are in better shape than me, but I'm pretty big, and my belt doesn't just slide up my gut super easy, and this will still pull the belt up my gut. So like I said, you can get used to it. If you wear a stiffer belt, it's not as much of an issue, but those are just some things that I've noticed about the Incog X that I would change personally, that I wish were a little different. Like I said, overall, this is worth $99, especially if you're at Bass Pro Shop, you just bought a pistol, like a Glock or something they have a holster there for that's compatible. Dude, go ahead and just pick it up, because I think for 99% of people, this is all you need. I mean, let's be honest. And they had light-bearing ones there for TLR1, X300, and TLR7A. Or I know they had one for TLR7A/X and the TLR1. I don't know about the X300, but even if you're at the Bass Pro, you get a pistol and a light, you've got a holster there that's compatible. I think for like a mass-produced, like Kydex style holster, this is pretty damn good. There are little things that they need to change, but overall, a solid contender for a like legitimate good retention holster. So that's pretty much it on that. I don't have much more to say about this holster. I am, like I said, going to try and get a longer Chicago screw in there and see if I can adjust this retention a little bit more, but also you could just wear a stiffer belt and tighten it up. So appreciate you guys watching. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the Incog X or the 45 or anything else you've seen in my other videos. I know a lot of people will comment on other videos about stuff, but yeah, usually try and reply to everybody. So if you have any questions at all, holler at me. And like I said, again, thanks for watching. All right, bit of a correction to make. So the screw is actually longer than I thought. You can back it all the way out to here, and it is still threaded in. So you can loosen up that tension or that retention a bunch more than I thought. But I will say definitely need to put a dab Loctite on this to keep it from just continuing to back out, but definitely allows for the retention to be significantly looser and make this a lot better to let's see if I can do this with one fucking hand, a lot easier to draw. So just wanted to add that on to the end of that last video. My comment still stands that you have to loosen this a ton to get the retention loose enough to be usable, but just wanted to make that correction. All right, see you in the next one.